Welcome to Tunes of SCO. My name is Moses, and today we are going to discover 4 pillars of Chinese orchestra. What do pillars have to do with music? Well, in any building, we will need at least 4 pillars to hold up the roof. Similarly, for a Chinese orchestra, we will also need 4 pillars. What do you think are the 4 pillars of the Chinese orchestra? Let me give you a clue. These 4 sections of the Chinese orchestra will allow the orchestra to play any type and genre of music. Hey, do you hear that? Listen to the wind. Of course, I mean the wind instruments. Now, can you tell me what instruments are the soloists using to play this piece? Let's find out by watching 草蜢弄鸡公, Grasshopper Teasing the Rooster, performed by the Singapore Chinese Orchestra. Did you manage to identify what instruments the soloists were using? The instruments you just saw being played belongs to the chui or wind section and is the first pillar of the Chinese orchestra that I'm going to share with you today. Indeed, in the chui or wind section, one of the key instruments is the dizi. The dizi or bamboo flute is one of the most popular instruments in traditional Chinese music. The dizi is played horizontally, much like a Western flute, and is commonly carved out of a single piece of bamboo with a cork-lined blowhole. The body of the dizi has 6 finger holes at measured distances, and its beautiful sound is produced by blowing through the blowhole and changing notes by covering up the different finger holes. As you have seen in 草蜢弄鸡公, grasshopper teasing the rooster, this wind instrument does a very good job at pretending to be grasshopper and the rooster. Now we know the first pillar is the winds. So, what's next? Let's move on to discover a larger animal along the Silk Road. Do you know what animal this song is about? Just like before, let's identify the instrument used by the soloist and see if you can tell what is the second pillar of the Chinese orchestra. Make a list of images and words as you listen to the music. 丝路驼铃, camel bells along the Silk Road. What a mesmerizing performance on the zhongran by the charming soloist. As you would have figured out by now, the plucked string section is the second pillar of the Chinese orchestra. One key instrument for the plucked strings is the zhongran. The term ran actually refers to one of China's ancient but extinct plucked instruments. Its history can be traced to the Han Dynasty, 202 BC to 220 AD. Wow, that is a long time ago. But not too long ago, during the evolution of the Chinese orchestra in the 1970s, the ran, a once obsolete instrument, was recreated as a lower-pitched instrument among the plucked string family. Variations of the ran, like the Gaoyin ran, Xiao ran, Zhong ran, Da ran, and Di ran, were also created based on the need for sound balance in the Chinese orchestra. So the instrument that you saw being played earlier is actually not the original instrument from a long time ago, but a recreated variation of what you know today as the zhongran. What do you think is the third pillar of the Chinese orchestra? Wait, what is that? What is that? How do you feel when you see a tiger sharpening his teeth in front of you? Or in this case, showing his already sharpened teeth to me? While I try to get to safety, maybe you can try to make a list of words to describe the structure of the next piece of music. From the building of the tempo, how did this piece of music make you feel? Don't forget to try to spot what is the next pillar of the Chinese orchestra. Here is 老虎磨牙, tiger bracing for attack. Phew, that was surely exciting. And of course, the third pillar of the Chinese orchestra is the percussion section. The term 大鼓, Chinese bass drum, is actually a generic term used to describe two models of drums in the orchestra. The first one, shaped like a flower pot, known as 花盆鼓, and the second, with a broad bass, known as 大堂鼓. The 大堂鼓 resonates with a lower pitch than the 花盆鼓, and also produces sounds that are darker and thicker in tone than the 花盆鼓. Both drums are commonly used in the Chinese orchestra. Another variation of the 大鼓 is the 小鼓, small drum, also known as 小堂鼓. This drum is a smaller version of the 大堂鼓. The sounds produced by these drums are solid yet elastic. Also used in the Chinese orchestra is the 排鼓, which is a set of tuned drums that consist of 4 to 7 drums. All these Chinese drums are predominantly hit with wooden drumsticks, and together they are part of the third pillar of the Chinese orchestra, the percussion section. Oh, okay, I think that's my cue to go. Thank you very much. Don't need to thank. Thank you. Stop clapping. Thank you for your applause. Thank you so much. Do you see I'm holding the clue for the last pillar of the Chinese orchestra? Ha ha ha, look at the beautiful Mongolian plains. Oh, have you seen horses racing in the wild before? Let me review the last pillar of the Chinese orchestra, the bow strings section. Also my personal favorite section. Hey, look, here they come. one of the key instruments of the bowstring section is the erhu. The erhu is the chief bowstring instrument in the Chinese orchestra. Characterized by its versatile playing technique, the two-stringed fiddle is capable of producing the most exciting rhythms to the most heart-wrenching sounds. It can even mimic the sound of horses galloping and neighing. Welcome back and well done. We have identified all the 4 pillars of the Chinese orchestra. With any of these 4 sections, you can create any style and genre of Chinese music. And when the instruments meet, they can make the world go round. Thank you for taking part in Tunes of SCO, Music with Moses, getting to know the 4 pillars of the Chinese orchestra. I hope to see you at our next concert in person. Bye bye!